Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the ETH chart, zoomed out 4-hour chart, we are tracking potential 1-2-1-2 setup here on the chart. I wouldn't rule out that all of this is a wave 1. We talked about that before. Maybe at some point I'm just going to change it just to make it easy and simpler, this chart. It doesn't make a difference anyway because short term we are still focused on lower anyway. And in both scenarios, the correction could work out as it does. So it doesn't really matter in the short term if I'm labeling this as a 1-2 setup or all of it as a 1 and a 2. It's both possible. So just to keep it simple and to take a scenario out, maybe I'll just call it all a wave 1. But again, we'll see how the weekend develops. I think the weekend might be rather sideways oriented, rather boring. Let's see. I mean, first of all, we need to understand that we're probably still in a correction, yeah? This is corrective price action, and so far ETH hasn't given us any indication that a lasting low is in place. Also here the corrective rally that we've seen throughout this week that was related to the Grayscale ETF news event. I think they won this, there was a court ruling in the US that was rather positive. In the past, you would have seen a screaming rally as a result. Yes, we saw a rally, but it all broke down again. We didn't take that, call it pump, too seriously on this channel. We highlighted that we still need to see the evidence, the 5-wave move up, to consider that a lasting low has been in place. That never showed up, and therefore we never changed our stance here to highlight that another low is still very much likely, and that this is only confirmed as basically a new uptrend after a first 5-wave rally. It always makes sense to wait for that process. Now we had a very, very clear 3-wave rally to the upside. Now, looking at the short term, I'm counting this as a WXY double zigzag pattern. In this double zigzag, we are now in the Y wave, and here have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. The B wave might have topped already. There is also another way of counting this where I say, okay, maybe wave 2 finishes here already after the next low. But this requires some evidence. So most importantly, we are still tracking further downside, and it seems like ETH wants to give us another low here. So zooming in and taking a look at the price action here of the July high, we have the yellow wave count, which could be complete after one more low. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Ideally into this region between 1460 and 1530. At least I'd like to see a low below the 17th of August low, and that was 1574. So that'd be great. If we don't get it, then, so for example, if price now, let's say it doesn't go any lower than this and doesn't break below the 17th of August low, any upside I will still view as corrective, probably just in a higher B wave, which could then result in a sell-off, or just an extension of the yellow wave count lower. So what is really important to consider a lasting low in place as a very first and early step is I need to see a break below the 17th of August low. And then we can build a new impulsive structure of the next low. So at least it's what I'm going to track after the next low. If I don't see an impulsive structure, so instead something like this happens. So for example, we get our 5 waves down and then only a corrective rally. Then it's likely here that we are unfolding in the green wave count, and this might be a really interesting short setup that I would consider. But in the very short term, if we go to the 1-hour chart, we can see that so far we only have a 3-wave move to the downside, in my opinion. This could still stretch out a little bit further. For me, that's not yet a reliable 5-wave move. Surely you could count it as 5 waves, yeah? And can I rule out that it's a 5-wave move? No, so this is 5 waves. It's just that from a Fibonacci point of view, which are very important, always need to be considered, I can't count that as a reliable 5-wave move. So I prefer to emphasize the risk that this might still extend further to the downside, and instead highlight the resistance which needs to be broken to consider this move down complete. And that's 1663, 1664. A sustained break above that level will make me consider that we are either in a B wave rally or maybe already in a corrective rally within the yellow count. So again, an extension down, that 5 waves are complete. Basically a small wave 1, A, B, C, and a wave 2, and then we go down lower. To keep it simple, if we now go above 1663, I see the move only as corrective with further downside to come. I hope that's clear. So 1663 for imminent continuation in this 5-wave move, 1663 needs to hold. A break above that level will, in my opinion, likely cause a B-wave rally. Yeah, and then, however, still a sell-off afterwards. Because what I really want to see eventually is a break below the 17th of August low. Similar to Bitcoin, we might be able to add here a corrective price channel to the chart. Not sure how meaningful it is. But if we see a break, oh, come on. If we see a break above this upper boundary line, it might hint at a larger corrective rally underway. Now, this is not reliable. I just want to highlight that it's not reliable, especially on a weekend. It might just break and just carry on sideways. Just want to have it on the chart here as a level to watch. Yeah, but besides, not much more to add. Why do I mainly consider that an extension of the third wave? Just because the wave 4 here, I mean, if I count it like this, the wave 4 was too shallow to be reliable. That's all. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, it's valid, but yeah, it's a bit too short to be reliable. So still focusing on downside here, but it might be a very, very boring weekend. And we might get a more pronounced wave 4 here over the weekend. Yeah, that's my update about ETH. Tomorrow we've got our member live stream again at 5 p.m. UTC. Tomorrow we take a look at how Bitcoin escaped bear markets in the past, historical data, historical fractals, and we take a look at how the pathway to new bull markets historically looked like, also from an Elliott Wave point of view. If you're interested in that, check out our member live stream tomorrow. You have to check out the membership for that. Link in the video description to the membership. There's also additional content for members, like, for example, access to all our TradingView live charts, daily signals for gold members, yeah, Elliott Wave signals, Elliott Wave updates, even in between videos, and a lot of learning material about Elliott Waves. Yeah, other than that, hope you have a great weekend. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.